I collect. Speaking about animals on the trail, I collect animals here at home, and I collect things that have more than 4 legs and things that have less than 2 legs too. And, and so apparently during our recording, one of our my creatures got out behind me, and so we had to go. Dakota's freaking out because there's a snake behind me coming down off the shelf, and I don't want to catch her right now because she's ready to strike and bite me. So we're gonna just leave her up there until, no offense, I'm gonna send my wife to get her. I've been bitten by a snake. They don't hurt. It just scares the living crap out of you how fast it is.
Yeah, unless they latch.
Yeah, their teeth are kind of small.
I've had some pythons latch.
Yeah, I've seen them where they chew on you.
I actually did know a guy though who like went hiking with his snake.
Really?
Yeah.
I just feel like
it was weird.
The temperature for a snake is so.
Well, he only went hiking in the desert, so it wasn't like too bad.
What kind of snake was it?
So it was a boa.
Okay.
Like a little like one of the young ones that's a little smaller and everything, and it would wrap around like his hand and everything, and he just kind of hang his thumb off the thumb loop of his pocket, like of his pants pocket and everything, and he'd just be hiking like that.
So, that's weird. I would just.
It was weird. I've seen some weird ones.
They can get pretty fragile sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you don't want to just take them.
I've seen some weird ones out on trail though.
I know, but I think sometimes everybody's trying to go to that next level.
Yeah. Know? We'll talk about some weird ones here in a sec. So back to the goat.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to say was Horatio was a big goat. I've always wanted to try a pygmy, the smaller goats, and I wanted to do female because they say they produce the best milk.
Oh, so you think like cheese and stuff?
Cheese, milk. You know, really think about making your oatmeal and having some cream or something. Making butter. You can make butter.
It'd be nice for the coffee in the morning.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I would like to see how, because Horatio was just a pack goat, and I'd like to see if I could have a goat that would, you know, because you think about that, that's a whole other bunch of meals that you don't have to provide for. It's being carried for you, and to see how more comfortably that would make your hiking trip and everything. And
we're talking about goats. I'd rather have the goats that Thor has.
Why? What's the?
Norse mythology and everything.
Thor! I thought that was like some of the.
No.
You know,
just
he has the Viking nickname.
Yeah, no. Norse mythology. Thor, the god of thunder, has 2 goats that pull his chariot, and at the end of each day, he can slaughter them and eat them,
and then come back to get life. Right?
Yeah, as long as he didn't break the bones, they'd come back to life the next day.
That's right. Which Greek god had goats?
Well, hell, some Greek gods were goats. So
that's true. Pan. Because I was thinking it was Ares, but then he had Great Danes.
No, Ares had rams.
No, Ares had Great Danes.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh,
Mars.
Something new every day.
Yeah, he had 2 Great Danes. That's why I'm trying to remember. Anyways, no. So, but yeah, the goats are I totally recommend it. If you could rent them or try it out for a hike, very different experience.
You can rent them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, it's really cool that people, and the other one that I haven't done personally, but I've been seeing a lot of is the alpaca llama hiking. I have heard that they're a little bit more stubborn sometimes, but they're really great.
I'll have to actually ask my father-in-law's friend Chris, who he's come to a few workshops that we've thrown on. We've been over to his place. He's got a beautiful piece of property, but he and his wife have alpacas on their property. Now, I can't speak for llamas. I can only speak for alpacas.
Alpacas should be nicer, though, right?
Yeah. Well, they're a little smaller too. They eat a little bit less. But I do know that he has all the like harness rigs for it. So I should. Maybe I'll go ask him. And I'll put
we should do a hike on it.
Well, yeah, we should.
Like an overnighter at least for 2 days, and just to see how it feels and how it works with them and everything. So.
Yeah, if that'd be something you guys are like interested in having us do and hearing the results of,
we could do some videos and stuff.
Yeah. Hit us up, loadergents@gmail.com or go on to the Loadergents on Instagram and just send us a message if you're interested in this and everything. I don't know, what number do you want to put on it? If we have 15 people comment and say that they're interested, we'll do it?
Yeah, 15. We only have like 4 people that listen, but we can do 15.
4, that's generous.
I know, seriously. No, that's the other thing too. You guys want to know, if you guys want to see us do things that are non-sexual and that we can go and do.
We're not doing anything off of the show Jackass. I want to make that very clear right now.
Unless you guys are willing to pay. But
I second that secondary motion.
we can negotiate. But no, we want to see. We've been talking about making videos for a while, but we want to make sure that it's what you guys want to see, because our stuff we'd be pretty boring. Like, oh, this is us drinking soda around the fire. We just want to show you that we can drink soda around the fire. Everybody watch us. No, but no, I've always wanted. I like testing and experimenting with different things because I'd like to see what's the pros and the cons. Because like dogs have a lot of they're good pros. They follow you automatically. They listen. Feeding is something that I think it's a hard thing because like I'm not. I mean, I give my dogs dry food, but that's not their main source of food. It's I do butcher meat. Like I get dog, all the good stuff. So when I go to a trail and I want to take them, camping or anything, it's really hard to bring that their normal diet food.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is you want to feed them more than you would do typically at home. And so you want to make sure that they get good nutrition and all that other stuff.
There's a good recipe though for that for prepping meat at home for trail that it's almost like a jerky but not
Is it
quite.
like a pectin?
No, not even
Not
like
a pectin. What's it called?
It's its own thing. I'll talk about it in our show on like food in the outdoors in case anybody wants to like try the recipe at home. But yeah, there's a good way, especially if you're trying to preserve like nice butcher cuts.
Oh, I'm really interested in that because that's kind of their base diet is that. That's what I want to keep, and then I hate when I just have to bring dried food out for them.
This is actually interesting. When it comes to, it was just during like World War II and everything. It wasn't before. It wasn't after and everything. It was during when we were worried that that Japan was going to come through Alaska and stuff. And so we were working, and keeping troops in Alaska and stuff. What was interesting is they had dog sled teams up there, and the military always tries to ration food, right? And make rations that they can mass produce and make it work. And one of the things that they found out was they made this like, it's not like a pemmican, but it's kind of the same texture as a pemmican, right? And it was supposed to be like this ration bar that both the humans and the dogs could eat. So that way it was
makes sense.
Yeah, less different things to carry. You just carry the one, and you're good to go, right? And what they found out was we need in that ration bar protein on to fat in a 2-to-1 ratio. But the dogs actually needed a reverse because they were having a lot of the dogs die and everything. And dogs that are going to be on trail and everything need more fat in their diet. So I guess it makes sense just naturally. The dogs that are working dogs and everything, normally, historically and everything, if they're working alongside people, they'd be, given like cuts like the head and stuff like that when you have the fatty brain matter in there and everything.
The organs.
Yeah. So, but yeah, dogs require more fat than we do.
Howdy y'all, Coyote here. If you enjoyed the clip you just heard, you can listen to the whole episode on Spotify, Apple, Pandora, or anywhere else you like to listen to your podcast on. And if you really like the clip you just heard, please consider giving us a like or click the subscribe button so you don't miss out on new episodes coming at you every week.